Every kitchen has one. You use it to reheat coffee, melt butter, nuke leftover pizza. But the microwave oven exists because a radar engineer walked past a magnetron and the chocolate bar in his pocket started melting. Percy Spencer was a self-taught engineer. Orphaned at 18 months, raised by an aunt and uncle who died when he was 7. Never finished grammar school. By the time he was 20, he was one of the few people in the world who understood radio tubes. By the time he was 45, he was Raytheon's leading expert on radar. In 1945, Spencer was standing near an active magnetron, the vacuum tube that generates microwaves for radar systems. It was the kind of equipment that could fry you if you got too close. And he felt something strange in his pocket. His Mr. Goodbar chocolate bar had turned to mush. Not warm. Not soft. Melted. The magnetron had cooked it through the wrapper, through his pants, without heating his skin. Most people would have cursed and moved away. Percy Spencer went, "Huh. I wonder what else this thing can cook." He brought in popcorn kernels. Held them near the magnetron. They popped. Then an egg. It exploded. His colleagues thought he was crazy. But Spencer had spent his whole life turning, "that's weird," into, "that's useful." Within months, Raytheon had filed a patent for a method of cooking food using microwave energy. The first commercial microwave, the Radarange, was 5 feet tall, weighed 750 pounds, cost $5,000, and needed a plumbing hookup because the magnetron had to be water-cooled. It was 1947. You could buy a car for less. It was installed in restaurants, ships, and institutional kitchens. Not homes. Not yet. That took another 20 years and a Japanese company called Sharp, who figured out how to make one that didn't weigh as much as a refrigerator and didn't need its own plumbing. By 1975, a microwave cost under $500. By 1986, 60% of American households had one. By 2000, it was over 90%. The magnetron that was designed to detect enemy aircraft now reheats your leftover Chinese food every single night. And here's what I love about this story. Percy Spencer held over 150 patents. He was one of the most decorated engineers in American history. But his most famous invention came from noticing something weird in his pocket and choosing curiosity over caution. The microwave oven, in 90% of kitchens on Earth, exists because an orphaned engineer with no degree walked past a radar tube and his chocolate bar melted. Sometimes the biggest discoveries start with, "huh."
Sometimes the biggest discoveries start with, "huh."